Hello everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we'd like to welcome Nancy Schram. She is the director of the Ventura County Library System. Thank you for joining us on the show today, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. The library is such a fun place for many of us, and I'd like you to tell us about the library system here and the areas you serve and all the branches that you cover here in Ventura County.
The Ventura County Library has 12 library branches throughout Ventura County. We have libraries that are in 4 cities, so the city of Ventura and Fillmore, Ojai, and Port Hueneme. But then we also have a lot of libraries that are in unincorporated areas of the county. So 12 facilities altogether throughout the county. We have a collection size of over 450,000 items. That's just print items in our libraries, and we offer a wide variety of services.
Tell us more about the library services that will meet the needs of residents here. What are some of the services that you offer?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, we have a very large print collection in our libraries, and very often I think when people think of public libraries, that's the first thing they think about. So of course, yes, we have that. However, some of the other services we offer are a very robust adult literacy program. So we have a program that is mainly consists of volunteer tutors who are working with adults who are learning to read. A lot of people don't realize that 1 in 4 children grow up without knowing how to read. So imagine how that impacts someone's life and their ability to be successful in their career or in their educational pursuits. So a lot of times we encounter adults who don't have the ability to read, and so to help them with that can be life-changing. We also offer access to technology at our libraries. The computers that we offer, the Wi-Fi access that we offer, where people can bring in their own computers, their own laptops, or their own tablets, but then access our Wi-Fi, are incredibly popular, incredibly popular. I think sometimes we take for granted that everybody has access to technology and computers, and it's just not true for many different reasons. And in today's world, imagine trying to get by without a computer or that technology. I mean, you need a computer to do all types of things, apply for jobs, do homework.
Absolutely. Everything.
So it's such a vital service that we provide for the community. We also have a wide variety of early childhood literacy programs, everything from the story time programs where our professional librarians are reading with the kids and teaching them again those basic reading skills and a real love of books and reading. And also, very often our librarians are modeling how to teach your child to read with the parents or with the caregivers.
That's good.
So that is something we offer. Something else that I'd like to mention is our wide variety of STEAM programs and access to what we call maker programs. So STEAM, which stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math, is an area that is vital for providing education and information to the community. And it's vital because these skills in these areas and these curriculums, those are the 21st century skills that people and kids are going to need to be successful in their educational pursuits and within their careers in the future. So we have now started a programs where we're working with mainly with kids, but people of all ages, where they're coming into the library and they're learning things like robotics or circuitry and 3D printing. And very often, in a lot of the more underserved areas that we serve, this is the only place people have access to this type of hands-on learning. And so it's a role that we fill which is just absolutely vital and has tremendous impact not only on the individuals but on the community as a whole.
And I think you touched on technology, so I do want to focus on that a little bit, because technology really is the future. And many times nowadays kids think they don't need to go to the library. Many adults feel that way. This is something that's a mistake. Technology does not replace the library. The library now incorporates technology. Let's talk about that a little bit, on what you feel technology offers the library and vice versa.
So I think to look at how technology has changed libraries means to look at what libraries do. And since the very first libraries, the mission and the goal of the library is to provide access to information. It's the great equalizer. It meant that when public libraries became available, it wasn't only the wealthy or a certain segment of the population who had access to information and literacy and education. So that is still our mission. That is still our role. However, technology now enables people to access information so much more easily and so much more readily. So what that means for libraries is a couple of things. One thing it means is that technology, in a way, has become the product itself. We provide access to information, but in the sense that technology provides that access, we also provide access to the technology itself. And again, in the sense that we're that great equalizer in ensuring everybody has access, that's very important. There is still very much a digital divide in this country, and libraries are a place where people can go to have access to that technology. Libraries are not going away. Again, our mission is the same. What technology has also done has simply expanded the ability to provide that access to information. So it's just another means in how we do that, in how we educate and provide information. But it's...
And that's good to hear, because you don't want people to avoid not going to the library. It's a world of education to go and visit a library. You can find anything anywhere for anybody, and it's such a great place, a learning experience. Every time you walk out, you're going to find something new in there. So I think we don't want to turn people away from using the library. We want them to be more invited to come to the library.
People who think the internet has replaced libraries are very mistaken. Libraries are busier than ever. Our visits to libraries are up. Libraries have reinvented themselves. Libraries have become a place where people come together and discuss the information. They collaborate, they work together. They're lively community spaces. Yes, there's still places of quiet study and contemplation, but even more so today than ever in the past, we're providing space, a friendly community gathering space where people come together and learn and discuss. And so libraries just simply continue to reinvent themselves
and thrive.
to
They're
remain
thriving.
relevant
Yeah,
in the
we
communities.
want them to thrive. We want them to continue. That's very important. Let's talk about one thing that I'm so excited to hear about, which is the Bookmobile
Yes.
that you're going to be having coming out soon. And I think it's such a great thing to have. It's a library on wheels that's going to go throughout the whole Ventura County for so many people to enjoy. And I want you to tell us more about that.
Yes, yes. So the Ventura County Library actually had one of the first bookmobile in the state of California.
Okay.
We've been in operation for over 100 years. It was 100 years in 2016, and as early as the 1930s, we had a bookmobile on the road. But unfortunately, in the 90s, our last bookmobile went away and discontinued and operations. And as that funding dried up that was available to operate it. So we are now in a place where we can put a new bookmobile on the road.
Great idea.
Just
great.
Main factor in making that happen was the support of our Ventura County Library Foundation, who went out and really raised awareness of the bookmobile within the community and raised funds and made this possible. This bookmobile will enable us to expand beyond the walls of our library. So we will be able to reach a greater number of people with library services. And we will be visiting areas that are often underserved and with the bookmobile. So we will be going out, and perhaps it will be the only place a child can have access to a book to check it out. Or we will have laptops on the bookmobile and access to technology, Wi-Fi capabilities, and we will train people on those types of digital literacy. So again, it really enables us to move out beyond the walls of our physical libraries, reach more people, and have more impact in the community. And I'm just so excited to be a part of getting this bookmobile on the road in Ventura County.
I think so many people are going to enjoy that. Well, kids, of course, love it, but I think there's adults too that are going to really benefit from this. I think it's a great experience for you to visit a bookmobile. It's something that, again, you're going to take away a lot when you go and visit it. It's very important.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And, you know, from just simply letting people know about the services we offer, getting people a library card that will open up this whole world of the library to them, will make a big difference.
Let's talk about some of the challenges the library faces today. Are there challenges that you face as being the library director now? Let's talk about some of those things that you feel are important to mention.
Well, one of them we discussed a little bit already, and that is the fact that there is this idea that libraries are obsolete and that they have been replaced, which, as I mentioned before, just simply isn't true. We are busier than ever. But there are some unique challenges that we face in the public library that people might not be so aware of. And one of our biggest challenges right now is digital rights, so rights to digital materials. Right now in the Ventura County Library, we spend about 50% of our collections budget on print resources and about 50% on electronic resources. So we are now delivering books in electronic form, along with databases and magazines and all types of digital resources. However, with our print collections, we have gone and we have bought a book and put it on our shelf, and we own a book. It's not the same with ebooks. Electronic books are different, and it's different for libraries than it is for the individual consumer.
So that may be a little bit of a touchy point for you as a library director to work with that.
It's a challenge for me, and it's a challenge for all of our all public libraries in making sure that we can make those electronic materials available to our patrons in the same way that we could make those printed materials
In
available.
closing, I would appreciate if you would give us all the websites so that many more people can come out and enjoy the library here in Ventura County. If you would be so happy to share that with us.
Absolutely. They can go to vencolibrary.org.
Okay.
And that is our main Ventura County Library website. There is other contact information there. There's a listing of all 12 of our branch libraries so they can find which library is closest to them and contact the library directly.
Great. Thank you, Nancy Schram, for joining us today, the Ventura County Director of our library here. We are so excited for you to share some of this information with us. Let's get out and get everybody over to the library.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You can't miss. You got to go and experience it.
Sounds good. Thank you, Sandra.
So much, Nancy.
Thank you.
And thank all of you for joining us on Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. See you next time. Bye, everyone.